All right. Thank you for coming to Mexico. What is the importance of having a Congress and having you, somebody from Israel, directly from the direction of the Sojnut here in Mexico?
So first of all, I think it is my privilege, and I need to thank my staff and the local community for hosting in such a nice way our conference of Shlichim. I think that the importance of bringing in all the Shlichim once in 1 or 2 years together into a conference is very high as I look at it. I think that first of all, it's an opportunity for each and every Shaliach to see the kind of network and peer groups in which they work together, and it's an opportunity for them to share and learn, whether it's to share their experiences, their best practices, their challenges, and the opportunities they're facing, and understanding that even though each and every one of them is sitting in a different country, maybe within a different job description and different working with a different local organization, different leadership challenges and opportunities and culture in each country, at the end of the day, we're all working for the same vision and mission, which is the vision and mission of the agency. And that is to connect the parts of the global Jewish family and to ensure a future of a connected global Jewish people. And in order to do that, what we do is we bring in those young Israelis to bring Israel into the communities, both in the formal way and the informal way. And I think that the conference is an opportunity both to dive into the content questions and the dilemmas and the kind of trends and current events that are on our agenda, each and every one of us, and be able to further discuss and elaborate and think about different solutions and methodologies and best practices to address them. And at the end of the day, go back to serve in their own community, understanding that they have gained knowledge and experience and the strength of the peer group to work together. I think that having this in Mexico is a very unique opportunity, since Mexico is really a very unique example of a committed Jewish community. What I've learned in the very short visit that I've done here in the last day is that not only that it's a very committed Jewish community for the Jewish connectivity and the Jewish story, it gives a lot of value to the fact that they have different Jewish communities within the larger Jewish community, and they see a lot of value in being able to, for each community to preserve their own culture and their own values and their own tradition, and in a sense hold their own kind of internal community life, but at the same time understand that the pluralistic scope of the community creates a very unique tapestry of a larger Jewish community that shares a larger vision, that is committed to bringing in the next generation into keeping on this tradition and Jewish story and maintaining vital Jewish life. But no less important, and in a very unique way, I think, preserve Israel as a major core piece of the Jewish identity and the Jewish story of this local community. So meeting here such a large committed Jewish community that is Zionist, that is committed to Israel, that is investing a whole lot of efforts and resources all through the years to maintain such rich and impressive institutions and an educational system in which more than 95% of the kids are going to the educational system.
You're already very inside the community already.
I would say is almost kind of a natural reserve that you rarely see today in the Jewish world, and I think it's an extraordinary example to learn from and to understand, what are the kind of anchors and the kind of magic that works here that maybe can work also in other places. And I believe it starts with leadership, and I believe it starts with the commitment of maintaining this leadership over the years and transferring it to the next generation. And again, making sure that on one hand there is an ability to hold pluralistic Jewish life, but on the other hand, make sure that there is a central table where this one voice of the Jewish community stays one and then looks into the future in a very healthy and responsible way to make sure that this continues with us into the future.
Just one question, because you have to go also. We're going to start the Congress. What do you think is the role of the Jews now? Some years ago it was to go to Israel, it was something like Israel needs us. What does it has to be the role of the Jewish agency, the Sojnut, and the Jews now for Israel? They have to go there. Why it has to be the role account? It has to enforce it.
So I think first and foremost is to understand that in order to make sure we have a global connected Jewish future, we have to make sure that we know one another. We have to make sure that we feel that we have a shared vision and a shared destiny into the future, and that we take responsibility together to make sure we stay one big family. Having said that, understanding that within the family there are differences. There are differences of point of view, there are differences of challenges, there are differences of opportunities that we're looking into. And understanding that maintaining this relationship between Jewish communities abroad and Israel is a core piece of ensuring this global Jewish future. And I think, therefore, we, the State of Israel, both the government and us, a non-profit organization, need to work extensively to make sure that Jews all around the world are able to have prosperity and vital Jewish life, and that we all work together in order to make sure that the younger generation sees the Jewish life as something which is relevant to them today in the open world with so many opportunities, that they choose to live vital Jewish life and maintain Jewish families and Jewish cultures and values, where Israel plays a core piece of that story. And at the same time, and with no less efforts and concern, we have to make sure that the young Israelis, that the Israeli society understands better the life of Jewish communities abroad, the importance of making sure that there is vital Jewish life in communities abroad, the strategic role that that has also to the future of the Jewish state in Israel, and therefore whether it's expose them to the notion of the global Jewish family, and whether it's to deepen their knowledge and create their sense of belonging to the global Jewish family. And I think the main thing, which is kind of the challenge of the era, is make sure that we understand we have to work on both sides. So it's not only working one-sided, that Jewish communities have to look into Israel and strengthen Israel. It's both sides acknowledging the value and the importance that maintaining the bridge and the connection takes efforts on behalf of both sides. And Israeli society has to be embraced and engaged into the notion of the global Jewish family, no less than the communities abroad. And I think the Jewish Agency is positioned very well to do exactly that, whether it's by bringing Israel into the life of communities, whether it's bringing Israelis into the understanding and knowledge about the Jewish people, creating a lot of encounters and mifgashim in so many ways, and mainly nurturing the opportunity for a pluralistic dialogue that enables to have under the tent a bigger family with differences of point of views, but sharing this vision and mission together.
Thank you very much. You have here in Mexico somebody that can do all of what you said, and you have the best people here in Mexico, and I'm sure you have it all around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.